The news you can count on. Mayport to Ponte Vedra Beach. The Island Times News Update begins right now. Here's Tom Patton.
Welcome to the Island Times News Update. I'm Tom Patton. Jacksonville Beach became the first of the 3 beach communities to formalize a moratorium on medical marijuana dispensaries at the regular meeting Monday night. The ordinance, which passed unanimously on second read, will not allow the permitting of any facility growing or dispensing medical marijuana for a period of 1 year, making the earliest such a business could be opened next December. As has been discussed in all 3 beach communities, how communities in Florida proceed with allowing medical marijuana facilities will depend on the enabling legislation coming from Tallahassee, as mandated by the constitutional amendment approved by the voters last month. The moratorium is intended to allow the city to have that enabling legislation in hand before they begin looking at zoning and other permitting issues related to the dispensaries. During the debate, Councilman Phil Vogelsang suggested that the ordinance be amended to say that the moratorium would be in place for up to 1 year to give the council some flexibility.
Which would give us the opportunity to come back much sooner, as Ms. McLean talked about in her speech. 1 year is too much of a definite period based on us not knowing when Tallahassee is going to enact or vote on the legislation.
The enabling legislation must be completed by the end of the state legislative session in May of next year. City Attorney Susan Erdeley said that she didn't think the city could impose a moratorium for up to 1 year. However, she said there is a clause in the ordinance that allows the city council to revisit the issue and remove the moratorium at any time. That satisfied Councilman Vogelsang, as well as Mayor Charlie Latham, who had also favored the up to 1 year language.
I'm in favor of moving forward with the moratorium as written, with the understanding that we're directing the city manager and the city clerk to keep us informed, keep us informed and to move as expeditiously as possible and not use the 1 year as a benchmark.
The moratorium is now in place in Jacksonville Beach. Atlantic Beach will consider on Monday a moratorium that would also last 1 year. The proposed moratorium in Neptune Beach would last until January 31st, 2020, unless reduced or further extended by action of the City Council. Jacksonville Beach awarded a new 6-year waste hauling contract to Advanced Disposal for the collection of residential and commercial trash in the city. The RFP asked for pricing options for 4 different pickup frequencies, including keeping trash pickup at twice per week, with recycling, yard waste, and bulky waste being collected once per week as it is now. Other options included once per week trash collection and recycling picked up every other week. The RFP also included replacement of the current 18-gallon recycling bins with much larger 95-gallon toters. Advanced Disposal Services was the winning bidder for the contract. After approving the choice, the council debated the collection schedule, with some favoring only once per week collection of all types of waste, and some leaning towards recycling pickup every other week. Councilwoman Christine Hoffman said that she thought the once per week pickup schedule would be sufficient.
To talk to people who do get once a week trash service in both Atlantic Beach and Jacksonville, and without fail, they all said it was rocky at the start, but once we had it, we love it. And again, consistently, the reason they liked it are you just have less frequency of trash cans all over your neighborhood. You have less big, heavy machinery trucks driving through your neighborhood, and you only have 1 day to worry about getting your trash out to the curb.
But Councilwoman Janelle Wilson said that she's heard from many constituents who favored keeping the schedule as it is, as had other members of the council and Mayor Latham. The council approved a pickup schedule that has trash collected twice per week. The fee for trash collection for single-family residences was set at $13.74 per month. The day before she was sworn in as mayor of Neptune Beach, Mayor-elect Elaine Brown held a meeting with the incoming members of the council and the city staff to discuss some of her goals for the coming 4 years and hear from the council what visions they had for the city. One thing Brown said she would like to do immediately is establish committees made up of council members in an effort to better understand issues when they come before the full council.
Once 3 people or 2 bring a, recommendation to the full council, and they've looked even deeper into it, that it weighs very heavy into making that bill or that assessment of whatever we're talking about go faster. And it means a lot that, we've studied it, and the 2 council members or 3 council members have really looked into it.
Brown recommended a transportation committee to deal with anything to do with state DOT, parking, pedestrian crossings, and similar issues. Incoming Councilman Rory Diamond said he would like to explore the establishment of a parking authority with Atlantic Beach. Other possible committee recommendations included finance, land use, and public works, each working with the appropriate department head in the city. Councilman Scott Wiley said that he would like to see a council liaison for certain departments.
And it certainly wouldn't be to run the day-to-day operations. It's just mostly to see what you need. If there's some budget time you want to get a little bit more or stuff like that, and you could have somebody that could bring stuff up.
Other issues that were discussed at the meeting were the potential for a rewrite of Chapter 27 of the city's municipal code dealing with land use and development. City building official Don Ford called Chapter 27 the biggest mess I've ever seen, and said that the local code often conflicts with Florida building codes. Brown said that she would work quickly to establish committees and appoint chairs as the new year gets underway. The council will not meet again until January. Well, when we come back, Jacksonville Beach and Neptune Beach seat their new councils. This is the Island Times News Update.
The news you can count on. The Island Times News Update will be right back.
Charlie's Tropic Heating and Air Conditioning in Atlantic Beach offers a full range of residential and commercial heating and air conditioning services, from new installation to replacement and remodeling. Charlie's Tropic Heating and Air Conditioning can keep your home comfortable year-round, and they offer preventive maintenance contracts to keep your system running at peak efficiency. Charlie's Tropic Heating and Air Conditioning is an authorized Bryant dealer and will service all brands. For year-round comfort in your home or business, contact the original Charlie's Tropic Heating and Air Conditioning at 241-1788. Beaches Academy Child Care Center in Jacksonville Beach has been offering affordable, loving child care to families in the Beaches communities for 35 years. Conveniently located on Penman Road, Beaches Academy offers care for children from infants through preschool, with programs that encourage learning and outdoor play. Our affordable tuition means families can get quality child care at a price that fits their budget. Contact Beaches Academy at 246-3885 and schedule a tour of our center. Beaches Academy, the child always comes first.
Welcome back to the Island Times News Update. I'm Tom Patton. This week saw swearing-in ceremonies for council members either elected for the first time or re-elected to the Jacksonville Beach and Neptune Beach City Councils. The roster for the Jacksonville Beach City Council will be the same as the past 4 years, with Mayor Charlie Latham, Councilwoman Christine Hoffman, and Councilman Keith Doherty and Phil Vogelsang all winning re-election to their seats. All took the oath of office Monday night, and Councilwoman Janelle Wilson was tapped for a second term as Mayor Pro Tem. In Neptune Beach, newly elected Mayor Elaine Brown and Councilman Rory Diamond were sworn into office Tuesday evening, along with re-elected Councilman Scott Wiley. Both Wiley and Diamond were unopposed in their bids for office, while Brown won in a three-way race with Councilwoman Kara Tucker and former Councilman Bob Shemp. The Web.com Tour has announced that Atlantic Beach Country Club, which served as host for the 2016 Web.com Tour Championship, will return in 2017. The tournament, which is the fourth and final event in the annual Web.com Tour Finals, will be held the week of September 25th to October 1st, 2017, with Wolfson's Children's Hospital remaining in place as the tournament's primary charitable beneficiary. The 2016 Web.com Tour Championship was canceled the day prior to the opening round of play due to Hurricane Matthew, which forced the mandatory evacuation of Atlantic Beach, Florida, as well as the vast majority of nearby beach cities fronting the Atlantic Ocean. As the tour path to the PGA Tour, The Web.com Tour awards 25 tour cards at the conclusion of the regular season, with another 25 cards awarded following the completion of the 4-event season-ending Web.com Tour Finals. The Web.com Tour Championship is the fourth and final event in those finals. Atlantic Beach will wrap up the year with 2 ordinances on the agenda for a first vote. The Commission will begin the process of putting in place its moratorium on medical marijuana dispensaries. The language of the proposed ordinance is similar to that adopted Monday in Jacksonville Beach, putting the moratorium in effect for 1 year unless the Commission votes to end it early. Then the Commission will take a first vote on whether to begin a pilot program to allow backyard hens in Atlantic Beach. The program would allow up to 50 residents to keep up to 5 hens each on their property and sets guidelines for allowable chicken coops, setbacks, and shielding from neighbors. At a workshop meeting in late November, the Commission appeared to be generally in favor of approving the pilot program. And a night of music and dance will be held Sunday night, December 11th at Deck the Chairs in Latham Plaza in Jacksonville Beach. More than 40 decorated lifeguard chairs and the enhanced 30-foot-tall tree will be on display in Latham Plaza and the Seawalk Pavilion area. The night will feature music, a visit from Santa, dance performances, food trucks, holiday crafting, kids' activities, and chair decorating awards. After the show, enjoy Shine, Hope, and Peace Light and Music Spectacular, featuring programmed music, dancing lights, and expansive holiday light projections across the pavilion stage.
The news you can count on. Mayport to Ponte Vedra Beach, forecasting your beaches. This is your local look weather.
Well, the National Weather Service says we can expect a chilly Saturday with highs in the upper 50s and lows in the low 50s. Then warmer on Sunday and into the first part of next week, with highs in the upper 60s to low 70s and lows in the mid to upper 50s. The Island Times is always digital, always free at theislandtimes.com. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter to be the first to know about stories posted on the Island Times. I'm Tom Patton. Thanks for watching.